Our top story today, the president pulled the U.S. out of the Iran nuclear deal yesterday and reimposed crippling sanctions against the country. Former President Obama, whose administration helped broker the 2015 agreement, called the withdrawal a serious mistake. Iranian President Hassan Rouhani says Tehran may restart its nuclear program. Well, the two Republican members of Montana's congressional delegation say they support President Trump's move to withdraw the U.S. from the Iran nuclear deal. U.S. Senator Steve Daines calls the deal disastrous and says it opened the door for Iran to pursue its nuclear ambitions and continue as a destabilizing force in the Middle East. U.S. Representative Greg Gianforte says America gave up far too much in the agreement, which he says should have never been made. He says Iran is a longtime sponsor of terrorism that has called for the destruction of Israel. Democratic U.S. Senator John Tester said America can't go this alone and should keep pressure on Iran to keep it from developing nuclear weapons. From our schools, Lockwood voters say yes to a new $50 million high school. With ballots tallied last night, nearly 64% of voting taxpayers in Lockwood show strong support for a new high school and its multi-million-dollar bond.
Kids like Lucy are going to get to go graduate from Lockwood High School.
The unofficial tally of votes shows 1,495 in favor, with 856 voting against the measure. The project, which should be complete as soon as 2021, includes building a 700-student school along with an auditorium that could hold 700 students, as well as a 3,000-person capacity gym.
You know, we want to be the best school that we possibly can. We want our taxpayers to be reaffirmed in what they've invested in us. We have such a great team. You see these people here today, you know, the volunteers we had going door to door, the people that we had at our numerous community meetings and having those conversations about what do you want in a high school. I was one of the people that was most worried when we put out a price tag. It was $10 million more than I ever would have wanted to go, but that was the feedback from the community. And so having that team around us, I have confidence that we're going to be able to do this and do it right.
4 other local school levies were up for a vote last night, and just one got the support it needed. Laurel voters turned down not one, but 2 levies. The elementary school levy for nearly $400,000 per year went down, with 56% of Laurel residents voting against it. The high school levy asked for $231,000 per year. That levy also failed by the same margin. Broadview High School requested $7,840 in its levy. Residents there said yes 67% to 33%. And finally, Pioneer School District voters between the Billings Heights and Shepherd voted down its request for $18,367. On to flood watch. As western Montana copes with major flooding, Governor Steve Bullock toured some of the hardest hit areas in the Helena Valley on Tuesday. Lewis and Clark County officials briefed Governor Bullock and Lieutenant Governor Mike Cooney on how they're dealing with the floodwater. There they saw the county is using 2 large pumps to divert floodwaters down a ditch system toward Lake Helena. Bullock says he's impressed with the efforts of volunteers, but wants the state to stay in close contact with the county so it can provide any additional help that's needed. Meanwhile, the flooding across Missoula County turned into more mandatory evacuations Tuesday afternoon. Nearly 1,000 homes are located in flood watch areas. Already this spring, the Clark Fork River is at its highest flood stage in more than 40 years. And experts say it's only going to get worse as the Clark Fork, Bitterroot, and Blackfoot rivers continue to rise. Turning to Crime Watch, a Ravalli County man was arrested after deputies located what appeared to be a homemade explosive device in his motel room in Darby. 35-year-old Nicholas Armenden was arrested after deputies located the device at the Budget Inn. Sheriff Steve Holton said deputies initially contacted Armenden early Tuesday morning due to an outstanding arrest warrant for a different offense. Sheriff Holton said when deputies retrieved personal belongings from the room at Armenden's request, they noticed the device. Deputies secured the room and evacuated the rest of the motel. Explosive technicians from Missoula County Sheriff's Office and an explosives-trained K-9 from the National Institutes of Health Police assisted in the search. Sheriff Holton said investigators believe that all of the devices have been recovered and are now safe. There is no indication that additional devices are in the community. Back here in Billings, a local transient, most noted for making a home high up in the rims, has died. Authorities say 62-year-old Gordon Ray Harris was found on a downtown sidewalk Saturday morning. Harris appears to have died of natural causes. Yellowstone County Deputy Coroner Rich Hoffman says Harris had previous heart conditions. Harris once told Q2 that he suffered a bout of pneumonia every winter since he had been evicted from his apartment 4 years ago. There's no word if that played a role in his death. Elsewhere, next week, law enforcement officials from across the country will celebrate Law Enforcement Memorial Day. Broadwater County Deputy Mason Moore will be honored during that ceremony in Washington, D.C., and his family and friends will attend. That's why Montana law enforcement officials decided to celebrate Memorial Day Tuesday in Three Forks. Honor guards were posted at both the Mason Moore and David DeLate memorials, as both were remembered for paying the ultimate price in the line of duty. Memorial Day isn't just about them, however, it's about their families and the greater law enforcement community.
Sometimes the unmentioned or the forgotten victims in all of this, and that's our families. Our families cringe when bad news comes because they sit and wait for the worst news. Was it our loved one? Even though it may be not, they feel helpless, but yet they're in the same boat that we are, that they want to help.
After passing the two memorials, the procession traveled through Three Forks and was greeted by the students of Three Forks schools. Well, before we take a break, it's not just companies and employees that are embracing shared space. There's a new trend emerging in major cities that has residents moving into shared living spaces. Developers behind the concept told CBS's Kenneth Craig they believe it's the solution to two big issues: affordable housing and a sense of community.
Misty Schindele has the luxury of space in her new home, but she doesn't pay a fortune for it, a rarity in high-priced New York City.
I can do all the cooking down here. We can eat at this big table.
That's because Misty shares not just an apartment, but an entire building, outfitted with group kitchens and common areas. The 36-year-old social media blogger is part of a new wave of city dwellers moving into communal living complexes, where living with strangers is actually part of the appeal.
I was like, can I go from 9.5 years of basically living by myself to now living with a community? And then I realized that I actually wanted the community.
Misty has a private bedroom with her own bathroom. Her building is owned by Common, which has properties in San Francisco, Chicago, and Washington, D.C.
What was attractive to you?
The price, first off. Yep, so this is my room.
She pays $1,650 a month in Brooklyn, where the average rent for a one-bedroom is about $2,500.
But we just opened a building in Chicago where rents start at $950 a month. All of our pricing is all included. Utilities, Wi-Fi, shared supplies, cleaning, and it's fully furnished.
Brad Hargraves founded Common, one of a number of developers cashing in on shared living. The creative forces behind WeWork recently debuted a similar high-end concept called We Live, which offers group exercise and even a bar.
I've heard co-living repeatedly described as dorms for adults. Do you feel like you're living in a dorm?
No. There's no RAs, so there's nobody, hammering down the law.
Misty likes co-living so much, she just renewed her lease for another year. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Brooklyn, New York.
And Common says the median age of their residents is around 30 years old, but they have people living in these shared spaces into their 60s.